Our family likes to take vacations every year in Tennessee called Dale Hollow Lake. We spend our mornings and evenings fishing, and during the day we like to ski, tube, and wakeboard. The lake is a great vacation spot that the whole family enjoys, and going there has been a tradition of my dad's entire life. My dad first went there when he was 3 months old, and he really connects with the place. It is always a sad day when we all have to pack up our camper and clothes and make our way back to Ohio. We had an 8-hour drive ahead of us, and none of us were happy about it. The trip down to the lake offers an enjoyable ride because my whole family is happy. On the way there we all sing songs on the radio. However, as we head back home, everyone feels sick and tired of each other. It makes for a quiet ride. The gas light dinged, and my father pulled over to the nearest gas station he could find. Everybody had to use the bathroom at this point, and we all wanted a small snack to hold us over for the rest of our journey. Right before we left again, my dad and I walked behind the boat to check on the trailer, and we noticed that the back tie-down strap on the boat was loose. We tugged on the strap to tighten it while everyone else made their way back to the car with their food and empty bladders. We were all disappointed to be headed home, but our adventure continued as we made our way back to Ohio. Everyone was tired and grumpy by the time we pulled up the driveway. Our 2-week trip finally came to a halt. I came out of my room when I heard a loud shout from my father. Panicked, my mother was helping him look for the most important object he owns. Even after tearing all our neatly packed suitcases, truck, and camper apart, he could not find his wallet. Our family spent the next few days looking for this precious lost object, but nobody seemed to be able to figure out where it had gone. My dad was really saddened that he had lost this wallet because it contained his credit cards, driver's license, a couple $100 in cash, and some other miscellaneous objects. He then spent a couple weeks replacing all the lost content because he finally faced the reality that it was gone for good. My mom was alone at our house when she heard a knock on the door. Wondering who would drive up our long driveway in the middle of nowhere, she hesitantly looked out the window to see who it was. Standing in our doorway was Jim. He had ridden on an old Harley-Davidson motorcycle up our steep gravel driveway. He politely asked my mother if there was a man with my father's name who lived at this address. She had been slightly terrified of this massive biker until she started talking to him. She was soon put at ease because this man was one of the nicest people she had ever met. They had a short conversation about where he came from and why he was there. He eventually pulled something out of his pocket, and he said he found a wallet that belongs to the name of my father. He showed my mom an old beat-up wallet with all of the contents of my dad's in it, except for the cash. According to Jim, he was on his motorcycle when he lost something of his own. His hat, that he thought was tightly secured on his head. He pulled off on the side of the road to look for what he had lost and found something much different. Sitting on the side of the highway was my dad's wallet. He looked inside so he could figure out who it belonged to. He was on his way home to Kentucky when he had found the wallet in Tennessee. He saw that my dad lived in Ohio, and he wanted to return it. He had always wanted to take a motorcycle ride to Ohio, so he planned on hand-delivering the wallet. His life got busy, and his trip north stalled for about 2 years. My father was shocked when he came home to see his wallet sitting on the table. He never dreamed he would ever get it back. Every little piece of property was in the wallet except for the cash. We all discussed ideas on how the wallet ended up on the highway. One conclusion we came up with was that he had left the wallet on the boat when he fixed the tie-down strap, and as we drove away from the gas station, it fell off onto the road. This is a reasonable explanation, except for the fact that it would mean that the nice biker man would have pocketed several $100s and returned the rest. The moral of this story is to always be a nice person no matter what. The end.